Seneca Middle School raised $10,000 for St. Baldrick's, which was twice as much as their original goal of $5,000. In the wake of the deadly shootings that took place in Kansas, Jewish community centers like this one in Plainview are beefing up their security.
He was the dean of students at Hofstra, and he was my boss, and we became really friendly, so he was a great friend.
Thousands of participants showed up for the 14th annual Lustgarten Walk for Pancreatic Cancer Research. Many of them from Hofstra University were there for Pete Libman. The former dean of students was a husband, a father, and a friend to so many. Pete recently lost his battle to pancreatic cancer. Now Hofstra University is fighting back in honor of Pete. Over 200 students, faculty, friends, and family made up a sea of yellow t-shirts walking for Pete's pride during the event. Dozens of other teams laced up their sneakers and joined Pete's pride, walking in honor of their friends and loved ones.
We're walking for our friend, our brother, Johnny Rock Donovan. He had passed away of pancreatic cancer approximately 4 years ago. He was a Vietnam vet. He was a retired New York City correction captain and all-around great guy.
I'm walking in honor of my sister Dottie, and I just found out this morning that my brother-in-law Jackie Smith passed away. So now I'm walking for him.
These teams are all walking with one goal in mind.
That all of the people out there with pancreatic cancer get better and no one else gets it.
Since it began in 1998, the Lustgarten Foundation has raised $75 million for pancreatic cancer research. But it doesn't look like the foundation will be stopping its efforts anytime soon.
And everyone here who has contributed is helping to find an early detection test, better therapies, and ultimately a cure.
Pancreatic cancer is the most lethal cancer. Almost 50,000 people are diagnosed every year, and only 6% actually survive. Despite that, the Lustgarten Foundation continues working to give hope to so many people bravely battling pancreatic cancer, like Pete Libman did.
Just a lot of great support, which I know Pete would be smiling down and just loving it and being so appreciative. So we did it for Petey.
In Jones Beach, Meghan Von Elm, Long Island Report.
I played it a lot in high school and gym and thought it would be a fun thing to do when I actually went to college, because they actually have teams.
Hofstra sophomore Joseph Murphy isn't talking about soccer or basketball. He's talking about Frisbee. Ultimate Frisbee. Ultimate was born in 1968 when a group of students at Columbia High School in New Jersey got together and decided to make just tossing a Frisbee more, well, ultimate. Since then, thousands of people have begun playing the fast-paced sport, which combines soccer, football, and handball. Ultimate has been around Hofstra for about 10 years.
We'll have like a series of tournaments, and you'll play up to 4 to 6 Ultimate games in a single day. It's tough, but it's fun.
The object of the game is to score points by catching the Frisbee in the end zone like football. But Ultimate Frisbee's tough rules make that a lot easier said than done.
It's kind of like handball in ways that you can't move, but you can pivot with your left foot, where you can move your right foot like side to side, but your left foot has to stay or else it'll be a travel.
There are several different throws you have to learn, and they're all for different times, and you have to learn when to use each one.
Freshman Jordan Delmedo says Ultimate is unique because of its great sense of spirit and teamwork. No individual player dominates the team.
Basketball, you can have a person dominate the whole game. Ultimate, you have to work as a team, and I really appreciate that about the sport.
The Sports and Fitness Industry Association reports that Ultimate is one of the fastest growing team sports in the country. This does not surprise players.
I think just a lot more people are hearing about it. They're starting to play it in gym a lot more, so that when they get to places like college, they know they can actually play it.
Ultimate Frisbee is becoming so popular, in fact, that a professional league started 2 years ago. Meghan Von Elm, Long Island Report. When you look at this house on Stevens Avenue in West Hempstead, it seems like a normal house, beautifully lit for the Christmas season. But with the flip of a switch, it turns into an extravagant light show, complete with moving lights synced to classic Christmas music. This Christmas light show is the work of 22-year-old Richard Muller, who lives at this house.
I started looking up about a few years ago ways to put music and lights together.
After a little bit of researching on the internet, Richard came across a company called Lightorama, which supplies light show kits and computer software.
It's a computer software like this. This is one of the main sequencing programs that you use to create your light show outside.
Richard says there are about 6,000 lights on display, and it takes time to make each sequence just right.
It'll take maybe a few days to put it up outside, but you can spend really a few months on end getting a really nice sequence done.
Richard's mom, Patty, admits that she was a little nervous when her son, who has a minor disability, first presented to her the idea of turning her front yard into a light show.
I was excited for him because he was so happy about it. But on the other side, it was very expensive, and it wasn't something that we could really afford.
Patty says Richard's grandfather chipped in and helped him pull it off, and she says it was well worth it.
And the first time to see his eyes light up when he saw it all accomplished and done, it was so exciting for all of us.
The Christmas light show isn't the only show Richard puts on. 2 years ago, he began a Halloween light show for the neighbors to enjoy just before Christmas came around.
We started with the Christmas first, and then I just started seeing more Halloween pop up, and that's when I got into that.
No matter what the show is, Richard's favorite part is making people happy.
The joy that I see across everyone's faces, it's just a wonderful thing.
In West Hempstead, Meghan Von Elm, Long Island Report.